ever been. This is your heart buzz. But these are not even my words. You are and you were. But that was the best I've ever been. This is your heart buzz. But you should know, blood burns with dreams of you. The pain of you leaving has sliced my soul in two. My love for you has made me brave and true. The pain of you leaving sliced my soul in two. Blood burns with dreams of you. But you should know, I've ever been. This is your heart buzz. But these are not even my words. But you should know, consumed with dreams of you, the sound of you breathing, I'm addicted to. My love for you has sliced my soul into. The sound of you breathing has made me addicted to. Blood burns with dreams of you. But you should know, but you should know, you should know. Should know. Blood burns with dreams of you. Pain of you leaving has sliced my soul in two. My love for you has made me brave and true. The pain of you leaving sliced my soul in two. Blood burns with dreams of you. But you should know, you are as you are. That was the best I've ever been. Consumed with dreams of you, sound of you breathing, I'm addicted to. My love for you has sliced my soul into. Sound of made me addicted to. Blood burns with dreams of you. But you should know, but you should know, you should know, but you should know.
Hello, we are the Twisted Melons. We are from Campbelltown, Kintyre, and our most recent album is West of the Rock, and you can get it on www.thetwistedmelons.com on lovely 12-inch vinyl and digipack CD.
Yes, we can. I'm Paul. I play the guitar in the Twisted Melons and I sing the songs.
I'm Steve. I'm a bass player, and
Sorry, I thought you were done.
I'm Mark. I'm the drummer, and I'm the baby of the group.
Yes,
in
so
more ways than one.
we're all brothers, as you can probably tell. There's DNA is an amazing thing that speaks to you on a level that you're not even really conscious of. So, like, yes, we are all delayed, obviously. So, it's an interesting band dynamic to have three brothers, maybe a bit kind of Bee Gees-ish, or a bit Oasis-ish, or a bit, I don't know, like, we're always annoyed that our mum and dad just didn't keep going. Could have got a horn section or something. That would have been deadly. So what are we up to next with band things?
We will be releasing a video for our song Love Is a Drug that we played here. It's a different version on the album from the acoustic version that we did tonight. We will be working on some new stuff and getting out on dates around the country.
That is the plan. Aye.
Hopefully.
So, we've got a few things in the can that we're looking to get out, and a lot of songs that we've amassed over the years of various endeavours, including the entire Songwriters Festival. Looking forward to that. That'll be coming up next year. I reckon we're talking about maybe changing the weekend of that. That's up for discussion. We are currently working out the details of that. That will be in Campbelltown, and it'll be around summertime, start of the summer, so Synatogen will be more or less mandatory taste of the summer.
You're talking about your band's really difficult. That's why you're in a band, to make music so that people can hear it, so that you don't have to talk about the things that you're doing in the band. I mean, talking about other stuff, I've got loads to say about other stuff, get me on any kind of subject. I'll sit and talk for hours, but just listen to the music. That's the main thing. It's there to be listened to and enjoyed.
If we're not really into genres, we kind of change the genre from album to album. So.
Song to song, some would say, bar to bar, in some respects.
Our current album, West of the Rock, is heavily influenced by music of the 1960s, 60s pop, and more progressive things as the album goes on. It's lots of harmony vocals, few acoustic things, some more rock numbers, and more spacey explorations as the album progresses.
It's big and it's open and it's open-hearted in a way that I think we haven't been musically. I think we've been quite dry and a bit cerebral, a bit too much, and I think a bit of feedback that we got was maybe something with a bit more feeling, more obvious. I think that's hopefully we've achieved that. I think comparatively we've definitely achieved it. Possibly got some way to go, and that's what the next album's for.
So always new musical territory to explore.
Alright.
Try. We'll stop the bomb, stop the war, won't have to be paranoid. If you swallow this, you'll lose the bitter taste for sure. If you want a revolution, be the change you wanna see. Love is a drug and you know you need it more than air. You know we want it so bad and we're gonna get it, don't be scared. If we live to love a little more, we can know the score and stop the war. Fear's a disease and you know that love is the cure. Love is a drug and you know you need it more than air. You know we want it so bad and we're gonna get it, don't be scared. If we live to love a little more, we can know the score and stop the war. Fear's a disease and you know that love is the cure.
Kettle just off the boil, get your water as hot as possible. There are tea bags in the cups, I don't know if you can see from that angle. We have
Hard-won tea bags.
hard-won tea bags from the man in the Indian restaurant because the shop is shut. So it has to be as hot as possible because if it's not boiling the tea doesn't infuse properly. It has to be boiling water and most of the action in the cup happens within the first minute of the tea making.
I noticed that you're not immediately touching the tea. Is that just because should you not be jumping straight in there with a metal spoon?
Some people do that. It's forcing the issue. It's in there, it's in a bag, it's got room to move.
You could even say that it could impair the flavour if you put it in too early when the water's too hot. So you can give it.
Is this like scalding the tea stuff?
No, it's just like you know if you got a cafetiere coffee, you can't put you can't use a metal spoon in it. You've got to use a plastic spoon. So I think the same principle stands with tea.
Also note, milk not in first. This is, you never do this. Milk in first in a china cup if using a teapot to stop the tea breaking the china cup. Milk in first and brewing it, that's just crazy talk. Absolute madness. You're going to ruin your tea, it won't infuse properly, it'll taste not right.
This is paramount, this is sacrosanct.
So how long has that been brewing? That's been a couple of minutes now. Depending on branded tea and strength required 3 to 5 minutes, but most of the work seems to go on within the first 2 minutes. It's looking okay as it stands here.
A vassal for the bags. The correct response to that was, you're a vassal for the bags.
Okay. Right, I'll take this out. And we've got our milk here, full fat, has to be full fat. Whole milk, best to gear. Fat's got a bad reputation in recent years, but helps regenerate brain cells. Always good. So, I'll go for...
Oh.
How much milk, Kev, do you want?
Normal milk. I see, this is all just a social experiment, really. So you get, I mean, like milk, the amount of milk you have in, it's like how you get your steak, you know, it's very personal. It's a personal thing.
You've got to be careful, like, if referring to things as normal, it's not very politically correct these days. You know, a normal amount of milk might offend someone that likes a non-normal amount of milk.
And sometimes I do want a more tea and less milk combination, but for this one I'm going for normal milk. Too milky, it's a wee bit weird.
I noticed that you're not stirring that there.
Convection currents do it. I've had this discussion many times. I remember standard grade physics. It will stir itself. No need to waste the energy of a wrist motion.
So you want to keep that wrist motion.
You wish.
It's drummer, got to keep going. Various things. We don't take any sugar, but yeah, if you're going to, well, there's the phrase from a philosopher: if you're going to eat the hamburger, eat the hell out of it. So there you go. Eat the hell out of that sugar.
Sugar that tea to the max.
No, it's pretty good. It's better than that one you made at Faslane Peace Camp.
I know what I think, but I'm an idiot. So what do you know? So what do you do? I know what I said, but I didn't mean it. So what do you know? So what do you do? I don't wanna rule you, I just wanna be plugged into all the same things that you do. I don't wanna rule you, I just wanna be plugged into all the things you do. But half of the time you seem out of your mind, and half of the time I've got nowhere to hide, and half of the time I forget what that's like. So what do you know? I know where I've been, but I don't remember. So what do you know? So what do you do? I know that you remember more than you let on. So what do you know? So what do you do? I don't wanna rule you, I just wanna be plugged into all the same things plugged into all the things you do. But half of the time you seem out of your mind, and half of the time I've got nowhere to hide. Half of the time I forget what that's like. So what do you do? So what do you know? So what do you do? So what do you know? So what do you do? So what do you know? What do you do? What do you know? What do you do? What do you know? What do you do? What do you do? What do you know? What do you know? What do you do? What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? What do you do?
What was the last picture you took in your phone?
Well, I need to check actually. It's probably a screenshot, but I'll just see. Oh no, wait, it's Pronto Mama, actually. Aye. On Tenement Trail. That was the last photo I took with my phone, and bloody great they were too.
The last photo I took with my phone was when my daughter made me take a photo of her kind of chocolate mousse thing that she was eating in the car.
The last photo I took on my phone is a screen grab of In the Court of the Crimson King by King Crimson, because that album is 47 years old today. And the one before that is Pronto Mama after the gig at Tenement Trail on stage at the art school.
Who's the first celebrity that you remember fancying? For me, I think that would be the German singing lady in Blazing Saddles. Yeah. She DNGAF, and I think I like that.
First one that I remember fancying would be Kate Kestrel from Terrahawks, who was a puppet. But that gets me out of jail because your wife can't get jealous of a puppet. So.
First celebrity I fancied, Princess Leia on Jabba's sail barge, or the Orion slave girl in the Star Trek episodes The Cage and The Menagerie. She's in it twice.
What do you prefer, cats or dogs? I prefer neither because I'm allergic to both of them. But if I had to pick, cats, because cats don't do anything and dogs demand amusement all the time. So cats or dogs, tortoise is my answer.
For me, it would be dogs because they demand amusement all the time.
Domesticated dogs in the wild, cats. The big cats are more interesting than wild dogs. But domesticated dogs are better because cats stick their claws into you and dogs just want cuddled or tickled tummies all the time. And in ancient Egypt, the dog god is Anubis, is the god of the afterlife, which is creating the idea of something beyond the human realm, whereas Bastu, the cat god, is the goddess, is usually a warrior goddess, and that takes life away and makes the world a worse place.
Also, there's a subtext here because I read an interview the other day. I think it was actually an excerpt from the new Oasis documentary, and it basically said, I think one of them's, the brothers said that Noel is a cat and Liam's a dog. So I think the answers here like show, which Gallagher brother people prefer. There you go. What is your most embarrassing memory, Mark?
Oh, so many. The time Paul had to lock me in a toilet when I was being violently sick in my first ever real time steaming, or Paisley Abbey live on the radio where I wet myself behind my tuba. I think that was and not only that, in Paisley Abbey, in that particular bit of it, it's like the graves of supposedly great Scottish people, which I only noticed afterwards. That one, maybe.
There's kind of two steps to this. Being in the BBs was quite embarrassing, just in general. Going to do like marching displays and so on. I couldn't like stop like kind of nearly laughing the whole time I was doing it because it was well and rubbish, and fainting on Memorial Sunday and standing with the BBs for hours.
It wasn't at Memorial Sunday, it was at the BB's marching display concert.
Did I faint at that as well?
I fainted
at both. I think.
Did
I
you?
think a lot of public fainting is. It's just because it's so unsettling for everybody else just to see somebody drop. And like it's as if you've just become unplugged at the Matrix or something. You're just and then you're back and you don't. You're fine. I think generally having breakfast avoids it these days. I've learned my lesson, and probably not like wanting to die of embarrassment through being in the BBs
and marching.
Although I will say in the BB's defence that all the BBs should turn up for Memorial Sunday because they were medics in the First World War. And after the first, exactly. I mean, I always want to add a wee bit of balance to the kind of honour and the tradition of the idea of the BBs. I think like kind of soft militarism of children, like on reflection, I think that they learned their lesson by never sending folk to war again, and they just kept the kind of like the pageantry of it in order to kind of build boys' self-esteem and show them how to work fire extinguishers and that. It's, it's embarrassing. I've come to terms with it though.
Did you get a shot of a fire extinguisher?
Yeah, I had to
If I'd known
identify.
that, I would join.
Oh well,
You were
in that you weren't allowed to fire it. No,
Yeah.
you just kind of had to hold it and show you knew how to work it and which ones you use for which fires. So red's water, so you don't put them in electrical. Blue you do. Black you can. Blue's like a kind of powder thing. It used to be.
I found out how.
Did they what's they changed that? The entire generation of folk now be able to put out fires.
I found out how to work fire extinguishers years later, but I spent the time that I would have spent at the BBs reading Dungeons and Dragons manuals. So it wasn't time wasted.
Did you never use?
Is that your most embarrassing ever?
Did you never?
This is my most embarrassing.
Did you never use a fire extinguisher at the bottom of the back stairs of Castle Hill?
I never used
That
fire
was
extinguishers.
the safety thing was pulled out of it, and you could spray it, and it was Mrs. Halliday wasn't about.
No, I was a well behaved boy. My most embarrassing on stage memory would be Primary 3 action song in the music festival. Singing Soldier, Soldier, Won't You Marry Me? Well, I wasn't singing the Soldier, Will You Marry Me bit, I was singing the No, I Won't Marry You bit. But I had on one of those like bearskin hats. It wasn't a real bearskin hat, it was just one made out of, I think, paper. Sugar paper, probably.
Sugar paper,
Yeah,
cut with scissors.
yeah, made into a hat. And I did it on stage, and at the rehearsal, my hat fell off. So the teachers decided to give me elastic around my face to keep it on. And so then we did it in front of the whole school, so this was all older kids and everything, we were all sitting and watching. And it kind of fell backwards, but didn't fall off, and just kind of bounced up and down and kept doing that. And basically, the entire school laughing. And I finished the song.
Your faulty bearskin.
I finished the song. Professional.
Please describe your perfect pizza.
On you
A traditional base, probably with tomato sauce, and it really depends on the mood. It really does. Sometimes you want a lot of meats, continental style, chorizo, salami, pepperoni type meats. Other times you fancy something a bit spicier, maybe some sweet chilies or jalapenos, gelatinous, as some people like to call them. Gelatinous, spicy chicken. But it can vary. Sometimes I'm in the mood for something less heavy, capers, olives, that kind of.
Capers,
Yes.
now you're talking.
Capers.
See, capers, you don't get them in a lot of places. You see, it's like, you're talking like Pizza Express here.
Premium.
Yeah, top end of the market. You're not getting that in like your chip shop.
No.
Olives, anchovies, pepperoni, onion. There you are. Can he top it? Can he be beat?
Have you heard there's new such things as sweet pizzas you can get, but I've never.
Sweet pizzas.
Mm.
Oh yeah, like I've seen them in the supermarket. It's like
a cookie.
Chocolate
pizza.
Chocolate pizza.
The undiscovered country.
So it's like a kind of like a really lazy chocolate tort kind of thing.
I think it's like
a pizza with chocolate.
I think it's like these kind of cookie.
I'm with you.
Yeah.
I see what you're saying.
That's definitely not. I would go for like the things that I've had on pizzas that are weird, all combined. Like, so like a fried egg, because like some pizzas you get a fried egg on it.
Black pudding and fried egg pizzas are actually pretty good.
See, I've had these ones like it's like some kind of like Scottish thing. So it's like jalapenos and black pudding. So it's probably called Flying Scotsman or something. But like you have the fried egg.
Haggis and Scotch bonnet.
Yeah, fried egg. You're like, that's mental. But then like. There's one time I got a seafood pizza in like one of these posh places, and it was just lots of little purple baby octopuses on it. And the thing is, like once you've got it, you can't give it back. So I'd have fried egg.
How no? Folk do that. I know folk do that. If you've worked in the food industry, folk do that all the time.
Yeah,
folk do it with their steaks, especially.
I know.
But you can't send things back. It's fine.
I know, but I don't like to, because those baby octopuses died for me. So baby
died
octopus
for little.
Baby
you still got a tin of it, uneaten.
Baby octopi and fried egg and black pudding, jalapenos and olives. And it would be hot dog stuffed crust, because that's just stupid as well. With mustard.
From past and present, who are your top 5 dinner party guests, right? So we'll get like 5 between us here.
Are these people that you
One each.
actually had to a dinner party?
No, like from past and present.
No, it's
Well,
fictional. No, not fictional. Like,
Or like kind of.
Yes, it's like we're alive. It's
we're
to all
alive at
intents
some
and
point.
purposes,
You're
most-
right.
most-
Imaginary dinner party, not a real
like
dinner
past
party.
or future, so I can have people that don't exist yet.
No, past or present. Past or future.
Yeah, well.
Yeah.
I'm having future.
Right.
Future, right? So, I'll need to think about that though. So somebody else
Right.
go first.
Sir Patrick Moore. Sir Patrick Moore would be a good man. He'd probably send his food back. That kind of thing, but he'd probably be right up for a bit of port and whiskey and that. And yeah, I'd like to quiz him in his Independent Thinkers documentary that he made. I'd recommend anyone watch it. It's very good.
Derek Griffiths, who's now in Coronation Street. He used to do all the songs and that in on Kids TV when I was wee. And he just seems like a lovely fella. That'd be my own choice. The folk that say it earlier will get another one, so it's your turn this time, Steve. And then we've got other ones to pick.
I don't know. All that's going through my head is people I wouldn't want to to go. Kate Kestrel.
Kate Kestrel. Terrible.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Nikola Tesla. I'd like to have a good yarn with him about how he viewed the world and that. A good one.
And Thoth, the creator of writing and all culture from Egypt.
That's a 5. And if
Aye,
we're
that's
in
fine.
one future, I want the man that like makes world peace in the future. But fictional, that's a 6.
Now, some might say that was Thoth. Ooh. What is your biggest fear? I don't know. I'm over the apocalypse. You know, I'm over that. There's no point, like, being bothered about that. And if you let go of your fear of the ultimate destruction of Earth, then you're kind of, you know, everything else just seems like first world pains, you know, to be scared of them happening. But I mean, I think losing people you care about, I think that's probably the thing most people are really scared of. And so people kind of project that onto like an apocalypse fantasy, I suppose, in a way of dealing with it in a less personal way. But it's kind of nice to reflect on the people around you and how much you value them, I think. Even yous. Cunts. So, yourself?
Well, recently I thought that I've conquered fear, but don't think I'd like to go to war if this upcoming World War III that seems to be breathing down our necks happening. If I ever get called up, I don't think I'd like to do that. I don't think I'd be too fond of that, to be honest.
I think we're probably all over the age of that, anyway. Probably.
Wasps.
Wasps.
Not like in general. Like wasps stinging you in the eye, because that's happened to me. So yeah.
I try to remember what I had in Bebo.
Oh yeah, you had to fill that in.
You had to fill in what your fears were in Bebo. Yours were just like the suggested ones, were they not?
I think all my things are the suggested ones.
Spiders. Lightning. Alright.
You didn't want to look as if you'd made an effort. It's cooler if you like just do the defaults.
Aye. There's an entire mind of kind of old generation social media for folk to go and mine. Your daughter could go and look up your Bebo on the internet and know what you were like when you had a Bebo.
Mm-hmm. Can't believe
Don't-
I had a
don't-
Bebo.
Very good.
Don't she'll bother.
They still got it in the frosted glass at Barbacus. Their Bebo address. Aye. So that's
That's it for you.
wasps.
And Bebo.
Bebo. More than.
If you found a magic lamp, what would be your 3 wishes?
Get one of these each then. One of these each.
One of these each.
Before we start, none of this another 3 wishes and that kind of crap.
I don't think that would be allowed. Robin Williams said so. He was speaking fast, but I think I picked that up from what he was saying about the rules of these things.
Global peace through non-fascist means. Through cooperation and trade and harmony rather than domination. And conquer or be conquered.
I think I'd like to hear that Wild Stallions album that achieved that. That would be quite good.
I think being able to hear any album as you imagined it would be rather than what it disappointingly was when you heard it. 'Cause it's always better. Andy Warhol made this point that the anticipation of something is always better than the actual thing.
That's why we were waiting so long to make those wishes then. Because we could have it in.
Yeah. So I think I would wish for the ability to experience everything as if it was the first time again.
Permanent synesthesia. There's an app for that. Steve Jobs was into it. If you could call yourself 50 years in the future, what would be your first question?
How did you manage that? Would be my first question.
Can you send me a sports almanac? What were results in it, please?
Can you beam folk yet? That would be my one.
What's the inside of that coffin like?
What do you wish your name was? When I was wee, I didn't want to be called Paul. I wanted to be called Tom, so it could be. It was we're talking about how any nickname you end up with any name you can make a nickname up about it, and it's a kind of game you play. What about this name? What you couldn't take the piss out of this name. It's you could easily any name at all. That's just what happens. So it was. Oh well, why is it called that? Paul, no balls at all. All that kind of thing. Appalling. All that. A grey Paul. So you get annoyed at that kind of thing. So Tom was my first stab at a different name. Tom the Bomb. Because my dad was like, you get called Tom the Bomb. I was like, yes, it's Tom the Bomb, man. Far better. But then lately, I reckon, because we're going to make up names for being in the band, are we not? Because initially me and Steve were thinking about it because Mogwai are deadly. And they did it in their album. They're all called Plasmatron and so forth. And
Captain Meat.
the Relic and that.
Yeah.
And so we were like, that's a good thing.
Wu-Tang Clan, Mogwai.
Aye.
You've got to have a band name.
If you a name for being in your band. So I think mine was Merlin Lafuente at the time.
Mm-hmm.
It was quite good. Might still have that email address.
You had your Merlin Lafuente phase.
Mm-hmm. Aye.
I'm okay with my current name. I've not changed it by deed poll as of yet, so I'm quite happy with that. But there's names that you don't get anymore that are good. that you just don't really get people. Methuselah. You never get any Methuselahs about anymore. Yo, Meth. Alright, Meth. How are you getting on? Other names like
Thuzy.
exactly.
Slah.
Isaac.
Right, big
You
slah.
don't get many Isaacs anymore. Our
You'll be
great
surprised.
grandfather was
A lot
called
of the old fella names are coming back.
Winston.
No.
So you'd go for like one of those.
Well, I wouldn't
Which
have
one?
I'm okay with him, but what do I call myself when I play Football Manager? I had one of these made up names.
you just put the Deadly as your middle name.
Mark the Deadly Johnson. I don't know, it's the other name I go by.
The Deadly.
And just the Deadly.
Well, that's like the Donald. I was never really that keen in my name until my name was in the Katy Perry Last Friday Night video as the kind of like jock that everyone fancied, the kind of captain of the football team style character. And so I realised that, you know, maybe
It's a winner's name.
it's okay. I never thought it was that type of name. I always thought it was kind of the opposite of that type of name. So turns out I was wrong. So there you go.
Aye. Stephen Hawking, Steve McQueen, Stephen Hendry. All good Stephens.
Stephen Henry. No offence, Stephen, if you're watching.
I don't know whether Steve McQueen was a step hen though.
Steve Davis.
Steve Davis, aye. Both Steve Davises. No, they're all fairly good Steves. And in
Harris.
fiction as well, the $1 Million Man.
People in primary
Whatever.
school were always really confused by the PH thing though,
Aye. Frank.
including me.
Aye. I think it comes from Flemish printers. Used to put random H's in because they didn't think that the words looked good. So they put H's in ghosts, and I imagine similar thing will be there for the PH. Unless it's, is it Greek? The PH to be F? Pharsalos and that.
The thing about like Stevens is that you have lots, you know, there's lots of different ways of saying it. So it can be Stephen or Steve or Stevie, and you know,
All three ways.
yeah, but like,
There are lots of ways.
But it's like if someone gets it wrong, you know, then
There's Steve O as well.
Steve-O, exactly.
No.
Steve-O.
But that's just an Australian thing. You do that to any name.
Yeah, but I think Steve-O. That's
You don't do it with Paulo. You do Paul A. in Australia.
Apollo.
Steve-O.
Paulo.
Steve-O is the derogatory term. Like, no one says my name's Steve-O. Well, maybe they do. I don't know.
That fair.
In my opinion,
Sure, there's that fella called. That's his only name, like Madonna. Steve-O. You know,
Steve-O.
like kind of like the American, the Dirty Sanchez.
Right. I don't think anyone's ever Steve-O'd me.
He staples his arse cheeks together, like that thing.
Don't think anyone's ever stapled my arse cheeks together.
Kind of like the Fred Durst version of the Jim Rose grunge circus. No, not ringing a bell.
No.
Fair enough.
Polo.
Apollo, Creed. Thank you very much.